I'm here at our European Identity Conference 2023 to talk about the future of digital identity. I'm here with Morey Haber of the Trust. Very welcome.
Thank you very much for having me today, Art.
When you were asked about what comes to your mind when you think about the future of digital identity, what is the first thing?
The first thing that comes to mind in the future of digital identity is the convergence of identity and access management and the disciplines contained within. It's not only the convergence of identity governance, but also key disciplines like privileged access management and identity security. If we start with the privileged access standpoint for identity in the future, we have to look at the threats and risks that plague all identities, not just root and administrator.
Yeah, and I think it's, I had endless discussions over the years with where does a privileged account start or end? So what is a privileged account, what not? But where does the access piece come into the equation?
It's a great question. So if we were to go back 5-10 years ago, you either had privileged access or you didn't. Technology today is being very candid. We see privileged accounts everywhere, especially in the cloud. Even a basic cloud account that can create a virtual machine or destroy a virtual machine could be considered privileged. So now we have this large expansion of privileged accounts, and we have to find a way to grant access to it securely. We don't want users, administrators, marketing, or any business role to have direct access to perform privileged activity. So access has to include how you perform those functions in a safe, secure way. And if you abide by the tenets of zero trust for behavioral monitoring, session reporting, etc., we basically have an outline for the future of identity management.
If I'm an administrator, I have an account as an administrator, and I have one as a regular user. Will that then go away depending on what you do, which activity you do? In that context, I ask good adaptive access and authorization, and depending on what you're currently doing, can do more or less. So will it go away then?
I do believe it will go away. The whole concept or the future strategy is that you have one federated identity. I'm not speaking about unfederated, that's a whole different topic, where any rights that you need to be given, permissions or privileges, are abstracted and you don't know about that secondary account. Whether that actually is instantiated or created for ephemeral just in time, it's dynamically provisioned for you. But from an end user perspective, I'm not even aware it exists.
And so I think that the reason why we have these two accounts is that behind that administrative account, there are so many standing privileges. What you're saying is just in time is, if we do the dynamics and just in time, that administrative entitlement only exists for a very short period where you do the administrative task. So if you stop doing that, it's away, and you're sort of on safe side again.
That is correct.
Because there's not a standing privilege anymore like it is traditionally was for our system.
That's correct. And that finite period of time is key because the account may or may not exist. When you consider traditional technology like Active Directory and you needed to do just in time with PAM, it didn't work well because you created the AD account and you may have replication issues for a prolonged period of time to allow that small time slice. When dealing with modern cloud technologies and modern Azure AD, all of those variables around replication go away and allow you to have that annual account, and you don't have to know what it is. It's just a policy that provisions you when you need it, how you need it, to do the following.
So no standing privilege, just policy-based, fast on time.
Correct.
This is the future.
Correct. We get out of the role-based access model, which was very Boolean, you have or not, to policy-based access models, where you're allowed to, when conditions are met, workflow, environment, attribution, etc.
Great. I think that fits well into what I talk about, what I think about, that we need to go away for standing privileges for static entitlements. In some way, I sometimes say, it's the root cause of all the bad things in identity management are standing privileges. That is where the problems start. And if you get rid of that, you can do a lot of things much better. Worrying. Sure. For this input, thank you very much for your time.
You're very welcome, and a pleasure to speak with you all tonight. Thank you.